Hey y'all know I had to do a review over this video about European Wax Center and this client being walked out on by an employee who was ready to fight her. And just a side note, y'all, I am a licensed esthetician. I've been licensed for 5 years and I specialize in waxing. And I used to work at European Wax Center, so I know the culture there. I know how it is. I had to do my thoughts on this, y'all. Let me know what y'all think as well in the comments down below.
Look at this lady, y'all. Look, I'm in here trying to get waxed. She just left the door open on me. She quit halfway through. Listen to her. She just left me in here naked. Bro, look at this. Look at this lady.
Do you want me to continue the service?
I need somebody to. She left. What is this lady's problem?
Okay, y'all, so that was a lot. Like, what the heck happened for her to be cussing her out like that at your job? Oh my goodness. We're gonna see what the customer had to say about what happened, but the way she acted is absolutely unprofessional. Should have been handled way differently. Like, you have to control your anger in working environments like that. Like, I guarantee she probably lost her job doing that, especially with the customer posting this and this going viral. Like, this is not a bad look for the company or for herself. So let's see what the client had to say about what happened in that room.
This is awkward, guys. I don't like talking on camera at all, but everybody keeps asking for a story time, so here it is. A little backstory. I finally had the day off. I'm a workaholic. I went and got my hair cut. I was gonna go to the nail salon, and my boyfriend texted me. He was like, yeah, it's time to go get waxed. So I made a last minute appointment at European Wax Center. I went in there, the front desk lady, she's super sweet, told me the lady would be on like, 5-10 minutes. I think I got there like 10-15 minutes early. She said the lady would be on like 5-10 minutes. So I went outside, I hit my vape a couple times. They came out and said they were ready. She was holding the door open. I went to walk in. She was like, room 6. And I was like, cool. Went in the room. She came in behind me. I started undressing. I got on the table. I asked her to add the full butt. If you girlies know, I get a full butt too. She said, yeah, no problem. She was in there. She wasn't rude. She was just real short, and she was just texting away on her phone. So I was like, all right, well, maybe she's just not talkative. Maybe she's going through something. No big deal. Waxes take 10, 15, 20 minutes tops, and then it's over. So I get on the table, get in the butterfly position. She walks over with her wax stick. And I was like, hey, can you leave, and I even went like this and over my coochie. And I was like, can you leave like a triangle right here? I don't like to be fully bald. She was like, yeah, I got you. So her first strip was like on the side of my leg next to my coochie. You guys know the spot, like the bikini area. And then the second strip, she went directly over the top. And I was like, I thought we were leaving the triangle. She instantly, oh, well, you didn't say that. And I was like, yes, I did. I literally just asked for that. And she was like, well, fine, get somebody else to do your shit then. And she it was like a weird moment of silence where I was just kind of stuck. And I was like, what's wrong with you? Like, what's your problem? And she was like, you, get the fuck off my table, get out, all this crazy shit. Starts screaming, yelling, and then when she went to storm out of the room, she swung the door open so hard it got stuck open. So I'm standing here in the butterfly position, completely exposed to anybody who was to walk up and down the hallway. Thank God there was nobody else there. It was a slow day, I guess, whatever. So I get up, close the door. Mind you, my phone's in the corner of the room on top of my clothes. I don't just have my phone on me. I have my hoodie on and nothing else. So I go to the corner and I start to get dressed and I'm like, well, fuck, I got wax on me. Like, what if it gets stuck to my clothes? Like, I don't know. So I started getting dressed. I also picked up my phone. I was going to call my boyfriend because he's calming. And I was okay, sorry guys, part 2. So I picked up my phone. I was getting dressed. I picked up my phone, called my boyfriend because he's calming and like, I just wanted to tell somebody what was going on because I was kind of like dumbfounded. So as soon as I pick my phone up, she comes back in. And this time she did close the door behind her. She comes back in and she's just standing with her back turned towards me. She's still talking shit. I don't remember exactly what she was saying, but she was still like, full of attitude, just, I don't know. But so I was like, well, fuck, I'm just going to record this. So I didn't think, like, if I was just to tell somebody this story, like, it's kind of unbelievable. So I was like, let me record this. So I start recording her, and she's still, if you pay attention to the video that I posted, this is where that video picks up. If you pay attention to the first, like, second or two, you can see her still talking shit, like, even before I was recording. So she was already flipping out. So I'm recording her, and that's when she noticed that I was recording her. So for a second, she's still snapping. She notices I'm recording her, and that's when she turns around in the video, still losing her shit, going up and down the hall, screaming and stuff like that. She ran out to the older lady, which was the receptionist, threatening me, doing all this stuff. And that's when the other waxer came up. She's super sweet. The one thing I know I did wrong in this situation was when the second waxer came up to me and she was like, would you like me to continue your services? She was super sweet, but I was already worked up and in the moment. So I was kind of rude to her in the beginning. So yes, I was wrong at that part. I was upset. I still had wax all over me. All this other crazy shit was going on. So yes, I was upset and kind of rude and kind of short in the beginning to her. She comes in. She was like, oh my God, I'm so sorry. And that's when the girl started screaming that she wants her shit out of the room, whatever. So the second waxer got her stuff. She was like, and gave it to her and closed the door. And she was super apologetic, super sweet. She did tell me, she was like, she does this all the time. She just has the worst attitude. Usually it's directed towards coworkers. Like, it's never been a situation this extreme. Like, she said she always does it towards coworkers, typically. So it was just a regular wax after that. The lady waxed me. She asked me if I wanted to leave what was remaining in my triangle, which was like this. And I just told her, yeah, she could just leave it. It's fine. So long story short, she finished waxing me. She's super sweet. We had a normal conversation like it was a normal wax. I went out to pay, and where the receptionist was on the phone with the manager, she told me there'd be no charge, but I had to delete the video. And I was like, guys, part 3, I think. I don't know. I had to record this on Snapchat because I can't figure out how to work the TikTok clips. Anyway, so I'm at the front desk. The receptionist is on the phone with the manager, who was not there. Told me the service would be free, but I had to erase the video. And I was like, no, I'm not gonna erase it. So we just kept going back and forth. They're like, well, you have to. And I'm like, well, I'm not. And she was like, well, you have to. And I'm like, no. I'll just pay for my services, because the second lady, Nadia, she did do my services. She deserves to get paid for that. And then I also left a $50 tip because she was great. She diffused the situation. She did a great job waxing me. She was super sweet and attentive. 10 stars, highly recommend her. She's amazing. She would have been a saving grace. Like, I probably wouldn't have posted these videos. I probably would have sent them to like my friends and stuff like that, but I probably wouldn't have posted it had the manager not tried to like strong arm me into deleting them. I probably just would have sent it to my friends, like, look at this crazy shit. But here we are, European Wax Center. So I didn't even have, this is at like 5, I think my appointment was at 5. By the time all this was done, I was leaving, it was like 6 o'clock. I think corporate would have been closed, so I was going to call him the next day. The owner called me at 8 o'clock the next morning. Before I even had a chance to reach out, I guess he got my number off my reservations and stuff. He called me super apologetic. He did say that the girl, the first waxer, even stormed out of a meeting like 2 weeks ago. I guess she took offense. I'm not sure what the situation was. I don't know if something struck a nerve with her at the meeting, or she took offense to something, or felt she was targeted. I don't know, but apparently she stormed out of that meeting too. So when it all comes down to it, I think it's all about mental and emotional maturity. I think she didn't know how to deal with conflict or how to resolve it, or I really don't know. Maybe if she would have just acknowledged the issue, it wouldn't have been that big of a deal. Like, it's not the end of the world. It's a triangle. You know what I'm saying? It'll grow back, just like a bad haircut or whatever. It wasn't the end of the world, and she just took it to the extreme instead of just being like, oh, my bad, I was distracted, or I completely forgot, or it wasn't what she made it out to be. Maybe she's just sensitive. I just don't think she should be working in customer service, maybe. Because, I mean, I came in to pay for a service, like, to get serviced. It's like if you go get your hair cut and you ask for layers or a trim and they cut your whole hair into a bob. Like, you're going to be upset and you're going to be irritated, and you're going to say something about it. Hopefully you'll stand up for yourself and say something. I did in that situation, and she couldn't handle it, and it just went to the extreme.
Ooh, that was a lot. Y'all can pause the video and read this. I'm not gonna read this for y'all because I might mess up. My thoughts on this situation. I know I said this in the beginning. I worked for European Wax Center for 3.5 years. Loved it, but it was time for me to move on. But that's not about this video. So the employee, she was absolutely unprofessional. Anywhere that you work, like, you need to leave whatever whatever is going on with you. You need to leave that at home. Once you step into an establishment of your employer, you have to, think about making money. You have to put all that to the side and not take it out on your coworkers and especially your clients. Like, she clearly has immature tendencies, like no emotionally or mentally maturity at all. And like I said, like, I wouldn't be surprised if she lost her job because that's absolutely unprofessional. And then for me, y'all, like, I've been to work on my absolute worst days, like to the point where I didn't want to go in, but I did because at the end of the day, bills got to get paid and I'm gonna still show up. Like, nothing is absolutely wrong. Like, it would be so many days where I would go to work and be ready to cry, but I'm gonna put on a poker face and speak and be friendly and make sure I do my best and outdo myself to perform great services on my clients because I want my clients to come back to me and tip me well. And y'all see, like, the client, she tipped the other lady $50. Like, who wouldn't have want that? And she left her like she spoke well of her, and I'm glad that the client, she took accountability for her part. But I believe the story, honestly. And you have to think about your future. Like, future employers are gonna look you up and see how you act. You acted like a freaking animal. Like, this is not a good look at all. Like, how do you redeem yourself from this? Especially in the customer service space. And if say you were to open your own business, like, who's gonna want to come to you when you're acting like this? And I'm gonna keep it real with y'all. Like, she messed up a bag. Like, European Wax Center, it's great money. Great money. I made the most money I've ever made in my life while working there. So I was balling, y'all. And I've built a good clientele based off of word of mouth and recommendation. So word of mouth goes a very long way, y'all. But yeah, let me know what y'all think down below in the comments. I'm gonna search for the employee to see if she possibly posted her response about it. If not, if I don't post y'all, then that means she did it. So yeah, let me know what y'all think. Bye.